Okay, so if your skin is feeling, red, angry, maybe healing from a breakout,
Mm.
we're diving into a K-beauty product today that promises some serious relief.
Exactly. We're doing a deep dive on the Dr. Althea 345 Relief Cream. We've looked at the reviews, the details, and we want to figure out if this lightweight moisturizer really delivers, especially for those of you with sensitive or acne-prone skin.
Right, and the big thing that jumped out from the sources isn't just hydration, it's how it goes after that post-inflammatory erythema, that PIE,
Yeah.
the red marks left behind.
That's the key focus. So let's unpack the formula, because this is where it gets interesting. It's built around 5 main calming ingredients. We've got panthenol, ceramides, centella. Those are pretty familiar.
Standard calming heroes.
Right. But then there's veriglucan and Wittunia cordata, maybe less common names for some listeners.
Okay, hang on. Centella, panthenol, ceramides, we know those help calm things down, fix the
Yeah.
barrier, but variglucan, Wittunia cordata, what do they do exactly?
Good question. So veriglucan, it's actually a beta-glucan from mushrooms. Apparently, it's like way better at locking in moisture deep down than even hyaluronic acid.
Wow, okay.
And Wittunia cordata, that's a plant antioxidant. It's specifically in there to fight the oxidative stress, the irritation that flares up during a breakout.
Okay, so that blend sounds super soothing. But the sources also mention other things like niacinamide and resveratrol from grapes for anti-aging. Is it trying to do too much? Like, is it a relief cream or an anti-aging cream? Does that water down the main goal?
Well, that's a fair point. The way the sources frame it, the niacinamide works with the centella. It helps fade those dark spots faster, but maybe more gently than just using, say, strong exfoliants.
Ah, okay, so less about wrinkles, more about total recovery after the spot is gone.
Exactly. It seems really engineered for that recovery phase, especially if you have combination skin that gets red and marked easily.
Got it. So we know what's in it, but how does it feel? The sources mention an ointment cream texture, which honestly sounds kind of heavy.
It does, right?
Yeah, but then the review insists it's surprisingly lightweight. How does that work?
It seems like it looks thick coming out of the jar,
Yeah.
but it absorbs really quickly on the skin. The reviews consistently say it leaves this subtle, healthy glow, not greasy. Apparently, it's perfect if you really hate that heavy cream feeling.
Okay.
But one small caveat mentioned was for really oily skin types.
Yeah?
Because it hydrates so well, you might need to be a bit careful, maybe skip the T-zone during the day or something.
Right. Makes sense. And for sensitive skin, we checked. And yeah, it's clean. No parabens, no fragrance, no animal products. So vegan friendly too.
Which is great. And this is important. Something you need to expect. The sources warn about possible minor purging right at the start.
Purging, like more breakouts.
Tiny ones, little whiteheads, usually. It's not a bad reaction. It's actually the active ingredients kind of speeding up cell turnover,
Yeah.
pushing out congestion that was already under the surface.
Okay, so it's like a getting worse before it gets better situation?
Sort of, yeah. But it usually passes really quickly, like in a few days.
Still, you got to be prepared for it mentally, Don't panic and stop using it right away.
Good to know. Okay, practical stuff. It costs around $23 for just under 1.7 ounces. Yeah. And it seems pretty easy to find Ulta, Amazon.
Yeah, and even Costco apparently does a 2-pack sometimes, which is interesting for stocking up if you end up liking it.
So, summing it all up,
Well, the data suggests this cream really does what it promises. It targets the side effects of breakouts like redness and irritation, strengthens the skin barrier, and feels lightweight. It's a solid recovery tool.
so that leads to a final thought for you listening. There's this potential need for patience, right? That initial purging phase might mean a few uncomfortable days for potentially great long-term results. So the question is, in your own skincare choices, how do you weigh that? How much value do you put on guaranteed lasting results, even if it takes a little patience, versus wanting something that gives you that immediate, maybe surface level relief right now? Something to think about.